Welcome to CaFae Latte. Today's special is the Siren Tea. It's a new concoction, excellent for that cold that's been going around, and it ensures that anything you sing for the next hour will be in perfect pitch. Well, before I give you my order, you need to know that you all need to improve your work attitude. Really? Yes, let's look around, shall we? This is a business, and yet you're reading, that one's drinking your product, and that one is on their phone. The one on their phone is a contractor, not an employee, and they've done their services for the day. They're waiting for the bus to arrive. My other employee and myself are taking 5 minutes to relax before the next rush. Well, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. That type of toxic attitude is not only mentally and physically destructive, it's also incredibly counterproductive. Cyrus and I have been helping customers, stocking items, and cleaning for several hours now, and I've had the added burden of doing all the managerial paperwork on top of that. We are allowed to take 5 to 10 minutes to relax, enjoy a good book, or a cup of coffee, or even scroll through our phones. So long as all the customers have been helped and the place is clean, I don't care. But you don't get paid to read or relax. You get paid to work. You expect people to work for 8 to 10 hours straight without taking any breaks beyond lunch and not crash? I expect you not to be lazy. Resting is not laziness. It's necessary for your health. You're part of that sensitivity and mental health bullshit crowd, aren't you? Just suck it up and get to work. No. No? No. Firstly, you haven't even given me an order yet, so I have nothing to work on. Secondly, I'm the owner, so no one's gonna make me. Third, you've insulted me. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Wow, lazy and rude. How is your business not in the ground yet? The fact that 99% of my customers are decent people. Also me being a fairy sorceress. Since you seem to be lacking a certain empathy, I'm going to give it to you. For 7 years, whenever you insult someone, you are going to feel everything they do. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. Huh. Oh, wow. Are you also going to give me a hangnail forever? Oh, why am I so tired? And why does my back hurt? I ask myself those questions every day. Hey, JC, can I ask a favor? A favor from the Fae. This'll be good. The boss is out running an errand. There are no customers except for Nicole, but she's just chilling. And I haven't had lunch yet. Can you cover me for like 15 minutes while I eat? I'll give you a free drink. Oh yeah, sure. Go eat. I've got this. Oh, you're a peach. You know, if I just watch the counter, I can probably chat with Nicole. Oh, no. Of course the customers show up immediately. Hi, welcome to CaFae Latte. Hi, I need 4 medium roasts, room for cream and sugar, all in a carrier. I'll get started on that, and then I'll get right to you, ma'am. This is taking forever. Are there no other employees? He's on break. Get him out here so he can take my order. No. What do you mean, no? He's worked himself silly all day. He's enjoying his lunch. I'll get to you in a minute. If you're in a rush, you can go ahead of me. I'm just meeting some coworkers for a meeting, but I gave myself plenty of wiggle room. Nah, this is unacceptable. Where's your break room? Hey, ma'am, you're not allowed back there. Hey! There you are. I need a large siren cappuccino. My daughter's in the car and she's auditioning for a play. Take it up with the person at the counter. I'm on break. I don't care. Make my drink. That's enough out of you. Leave. Not without my drink, and you can't make me. Sure I can. And if you keep being stubborn about it, you're gonna give me the legal license to do so. Are you gonna call the police? They won't listen to a lowlife like you. Nah, I don't like cops. Ow! Are you pulling my ear? How dare you? I demand to speak with your manager. You would rather speak with the Fae sorceress who makes a hobby out of cursing rude customers who bother her? No, that's what I thought. Come on. You're just gonna drag me out of here? Well, your ear is coming. If the rest of you wants to come along, you can. Go back to your lunch, Cyrus. I got this. Welcome to CaFae Latte. Today's special is the Hellfire Mocha. The essence of the Flames of the Damned is both smoky and a bit spicy, which goes very well with the chocolate. Okay, I'll probably try that later. But for now, I was wondering if I could get a fairy curse. You want me to curse you?
Oh no, not me, my boss. I went to the witch coven on Stoughton Street, but they said they couldn't do anything without a piece of his body, like hair or nails or blood or whatever, so they referred me to you.
Oh, it has been a while since I've done one of these. All right, what's the grievance?
So, a little bit of context. I work at a teen treatment center as a counselor, helping troubled teens overcome trauma in a secluded and, hypothetically, safe environment. It's run by a total douche canoe, narcissistic gaslighter.
Is there a reason you can't just quit?
Besides needing the money and the hellscape of our inflated economy, so long as I'm working there, I can report anything that happens to the kids. The work itself is great. I love it. But my boss... Okay, for starters, he cheated on his now ex-wife with the mother of 3 of our students, who just so happens to be married to his cousin, who also works at the center. She's now pregnant with his kid.
Okay, so about 4 levels of conflicted interest there. Certainly a scandal, especially with the boss-employee power imbalance.
He's hired a bunch of other family members there, doesn't let them control their own schedules, and they are completely unqualified. One of our teens has an addiction problem, and my boss's sister-in-law berated the poor kid for being stupid enough to do it, and that he should have just said no.
Okay.
He doesn't want us talking to each other about our pay, which is a huge red flag, and also because he pays those like me with seniority the exact same amount he pays the newcomers, and he pays women and people of color less. You can be knocked from full-time to part-time without warning or notice. It just appears on your calendar. He sees the kids as just cattle, warm bodies to fill up his center so he keeps getting paid and doesn't care if they actually get better or not. Training is a joke. You're only given a day if you're lucky, so those of us who want to help aren't given the tools to do so and are left floundering. He does everything to avoid sending the kids to the hospital or more intensive care units, even when he should, because he doesn't want an investigation, which means we almost had a suicide attempt last week that could have been prevented.
In order to curse him, I'm going to either need him in this cafe or his name. And I mean the full name. I need it for a long distance spell like this, and or if I've never seen their face.
Here's his business card.
Oh, I love the 21st century. Last thing, payment.
Right. I heard you like shiny things.
That is a stereotype of fae people. But it is applicable to me. Yes, I do.
$500?
Sold. But what does that have to do with...
Wait here.
I think my cellmate back in juvie went to that teen center. I mean, it would explain a lot. You're only taking $500? Probably could have charged her $1,000. I don't want to discourage other potential customers by gouging them. Also, she mentioned shiny things.
I polished every quarter and dollar coin in this 5-gallon container last night, so it might smell weird, but they've never been shinier. Hello?
Ooh, that is...
We've got a problem. The boss is a pig. Yeah. We knew that already, but with the... everything. No, I mean he's a literal pig. He was giving the tour to a new client, and he just, poof, turned right into a pig. Took us half an hour to catch him and pen him in one of those offices. We tried getting him to write or communicate, but he can't. He's got a pig brain in there, too. We have no...
Hi, welcome to CaFae Latte. You look vaguely familiar.
You don't recognize your betters, boy?
Hey, boss. Hello, what's the issue? Oh, you.
Princess.
Vlad. Whoa, what's going on?
I must admit, when I heard the rumors, I didn't really expect you to do... this. This is so beneath you, Princess.
No, dating you was beneath me. So this is boss's ex-boyfriend. Yeah. Only met him once. He's something of a clinger. Fairy?
Vampire, you cockroach. See, this is why humans are at the bottom of the social totem pole. You can't even tell the difference.
The 2 humans in this cafe are my honored guests, so watch it. Now what do you want?
I just wanted to check in to see how you were doing.
Really? because the last time you tried to check in while begging me to take you back,
I don't beg.
you called me a worthless bag of pixie dust, a pointy-eared rat, which is only marginally better than your cockroach name for humans, and said that I was only good for looking pretty in bed. So, what new insults have you come up for me this century?
Oh, come on, don't be like that. You used to be so much more fun back in the day.
I was so much more miserable back in the day, which is the only reason I agreed to date you.
Why doesn't she just curse him already?
Vampires are more powerful than humans. It's like trying to get a sticker to stick to a rough rock rather than a smooth wall of humanity. What are you doing?
Looking for a crucifix or cross or something. That'll send him packing.
Didn't you say you were an atheist? So? Religious symbols don't work against vampires unless you believe in them.
Oh, I call hack. Don't be mad that I'm better than you. It's just a fact. Now, Princess, I just want to talk.
No.
Oh, come on. Ow! My hand! Fuck!
See, well, religious symbols are extremely subjective against vampires, depending entirely upon the faith of the wielder.
Ow!
Silver always works, no matter who's holding it. Noted.
Oh, you're gonna pay for that.
The only way he's paying for that is cleaning up the mess he just made on my counter. You are going to leave, unless you want me to get the silver sword.
Dumb pixie bitch.
So, Vlad there is someone I dated when I had particularly low self-esteem. Several years of my life that I'm never getting back. It's okay, boss. We all make mistakes. Yeah, I've got a couple of exes that have a similar, albeit more mortal, creep factor. I dated a girl who only liked me for my looks. I knew it, but I still enjoyed the attention. Well, you are pretty to look at. But yeah, definitely should be more to it in a relationship. Really, I'm just annoyed that he kept calling you princess. I can't imagine why you put up with it. I assumed it was because she's an actual princess. Oh, come on. What the fuck? I'm just trying to wrap my head around. You're a princess. Yes. As in actual, with the crown in line to rule an actual country, princess. As the youngest daughter of the king's youngest daughter, that's not gonna happen unless a truly apocalyptic event occurs. But yes. Did you know about this? Yeah. Hard to miss it in over a century of working for her. Should we have been talking to you differently? No, not at all. Part of the reason I don't tell mortals is because they get like this about it. And also, I'm technically exiled for being a human lover, which means any claim I do have to the royalty and throne is tentative at best. Exiled. Long story. And it's a blessing, not a curse. I met Vlad a few centuries before that happened, when I was still not a good person. I didn't dabble in any of the changeling mischief, so you can get that look off your face, Nicole. But I definitely cursed people who didn't deserve it, because I thought that would make me feel better. And it did, but only briefly. You got relative happiness, external and based solely on environmental factors outside of your control, as opposed to absolute happiness, which comes from within and endures no matter what the environment. Quite right. Very Buddhist of you. Anyway, Vlad encouraged that behavior until I finally broke up with him for good and started to, as the kids say, see the light. We'd been off again, on again for centuries, but when I broke up with him forever, he didn't seem to take it very well. Guys like that never do. Is his name actually Vlad? No, it's an alias. Believe me, I tried cursing him with it multiple times. Rats. Shit, I'm about to miss the bus. Are you okay? I can stick around. I'm fine. He'll sulk for a while and then leave me alone for another few decades. Alright, see you tomorrow. I'll stay for a while longer. I still have work to do. Sure, we don't close for another hour. Jennifer Charles, be safe. Cyrus, do clean the bloodstain off my counter. It'll scare away the customers. Good night, Nicole. Drive safe. Nicole, was it? Let's talk. I don't want to talk to you. Shut up. See, one of the many reasons vampires are just inherently better than, well, everyone, but especially humans, is because of the hypnosis. Your tiny minds just don't have the will to resist it. Now, you're gonna go back into that pathetic cafe and feed this iron liquid to that rat that stabbed me. Mix it in a drink if you have to, I don't care, and then report back to me when you're done.
Where?
The parking lot of the bar down the street, the one run by vampires. Get to it. Okay, we need more unicorn blood, more essence of siren song. Aw, those ladies down in hell gave us extra hell flame. That was nice of them.
Your ex-boyfriend just tried to mind control me into poisoning Cyrus.
Are you alright?
I have a headache.
I imagine so. How did you fight him off?
These aren't even the right prayer beads. They're Tibetan Buddhist, while I'm Nichiren Buddhist. But it has the lotus flower, which is significant to both, so I assume it helped. Also, you said I might have a fairy ancestor, which is a likely factor.
Probably, yeah.
He said to meet him at the vampire bar down the street when I'm done.
Great. I will say again, are you alright? Freaking out about the near-death experience? I threw up the first time something like that happened to me. Yeah, alright. Let's set you down on the chair here. There you go. Cyrus?
Yo!
Get Nicole her usual. It's on the house. And then stick around to stand watch. Vlad just declared war.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay.
Text Jennifer Charles while you're at it. They should know what's going on. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
Steel for humans. Ah, there's the iron one for fairies. Where is... silver. I'm gonna go have a chat with my ex.
Hey, I came as soon as I could. Where's Nicole?
She's in her favorite comfy chair. She's pretty much gone nonverbal. I don't know if that's a trauma thing, an autistic thing, or both, but we've got plenty of her favorite tea and some blankets.
And Count Conchula?
Boss is handling him.
Great. Hey, Nicole, can you hear me? Good. Okay. 20 questions. Do you want a hug or physical contact? Alright. Do you want us to leave you alone? Do you want to hear some silly stories from college or juvie? Alright, you got it. So, my cellmate was this kid named Roger, who somehow managed to smuggle in a jar of peanut butter, which he used to shamelessly bribe me into running errands for him.
Take your time, boss. We got this.
Finally. Had to drink a whole pint of blood just to cure that damn wound.
You're going to need a lot more after I'm done with you.
Princess, come to your senses?
Came to ask why you thought to mind control one of my guests to hurt my ward.
The rat insulted me. You're a fairy. You know that's not how you treat your guests.
You are no guest.
Ugh, he's one little fairy. A rude one. And she is just a human cockroach.
Mind controlling a fae's guest into acting against that fae or their house is considered an act of war, which I know you're aware of.
Oh, please. What are you gonna do? We're outside of your domain. You can't curse me outside of the cafe or the fae realm. And you don't know my real name. We used aliases. So tell me, what is a useless bag of pixie dust like you going to do about this? Now hold on. So these two are having a soap opera level argument in the middle of the cafeteria, and even the guards are getting sucked into this. I legit overheard one asking the other, hey, should we intervene? They're not violent, but... And his buddy literally replied, hell no, get the popcorn. Oh good, everyone's still in one piece. Shit! Boss, that is a real good way to get yourself stabbed. If I could ever actually win a fight against you. You okay? Quite. Cyrus, can you get my cleaning kit? I've got blood on my sword. Cool. Do not say another word. I don't want to have to lie to the police.
Oh, the police won't come. I did nothing illegal by vampire standards, and if the mortal authorities get involved, I will be shocked but willing. Vlad won't bother any of us for quite a while.
Okay, what happened?
Well, by attempting to mind control one of my guests to hurt my ward, that's a declaration of war by fairy standards. I could have gone against the entire vampire clan if I wanted to, as would have been my right. They're far more communals than fairies tend to be.
Did you?
Of course not. They had nothing to do with Vlad's stupidity. He alone committed the crime, so I thought it only fitting to respond with the appropriate vampire punishment for said crime. Well, you gotta respect other cultures. Diversity is a strength.
So what's the vampire punishment for mind control?
For hypnosis, nothing. But for attempting to physically harm someone, possibly fatally, loss of 1 to 4 limbs, depending on the severity of the crime.
How many did you take?
2. But it was a left arm and left leg for maximum discomfort. He'll be very asymmetrical until they grow back.
Are vampires starfish?
More like lizards who lose a tail. They can regrow lost limbs, but it'll take at least a decade, probably 2.
Doesn't this count as assault with a deadly weapon?
Well, by mortal standards, yes, but they won't come for me.
Why not?
Because Vlad would have to explain to his species that he thinks is as low as a cockroach, that he got beaten first by another cockroach, and then by a pointy-eared rat. And then he'd have to rely on those cockroaches to get justice for him, rather than avenge himself. His pride simply will not allow any of that to happen. And on the off chance that I'm wrong, I will be shocked but willing to face the consequences. What is it, 50, 60 years in prison?
7.
Okay.
Hey, you're verbal again.
And his vampire clan won't come to bite us in the ass? No.
Oh, come on, guys, look, she took my arm.
No. You tried to go against the Fae sorceress of the coffee shop? Also a princess sorceress and ex-general?
Yeah, you're an idiot. Maybe when you regrow your limbs, you'll grow some brains.